Okay, so if we're all here, we can call the meeting to order at, what time is it? 10:33. View of the agenda and addendum. We can, and I can only
move.
see a few people. Okay. Okay, so Sally will move it and Stephen will second it then. And then we have any declaration of conflict of interest,
No,
Stephen?
No, I'm
No.
fine.
Okay. Adoption of the previous minutes. Oh, Stephen?
Yes, thanks, Chair Summers. Could I ask that the minutes be corrected to show that I was absent with regrets from that meeting?
Okay. Did not notice that either.
I checked my emails. I did send one, so just for the historical
Yes,
record.
you did actually. Yes, you
Yeah.
did. Okay, yep. Okay, so then anything else? So other than that,
okay,
then we can,
let's find Paul if you move because Steve was there and I can second that.
okay, I can move
Mhm.
it and Sally will second it to adopt the previous minutes as amended. Any business arising from the minutes?
Actually, I guess I could have moved that because I was actually there, just not officially on the agenda. The minutes, but anyway.
Okay. Was there any business arising from the minutes?
No.
No? All right.
No, just the ongoing Palace Theater situation.
No, okay.
So I do actually have someone who's interested, who's requested a bunch of information from me and has reached out to their insurance and has advised that they would like to have a tour of the facility. So I'm trying to get in touch with someone from the school to allow us in, but it sounds like they're very interested in the operation. So I'm anticipating we
Oh,
will receive a bid.
Fingers crossed.
Yes.
Okay, that's good news. All right, so then there's no public presentation, so we'll go to administrative reports, 7.1. And the compliance audit committee, and I'll hand it over to Katie.
So this is something under the Elections Act that we are required to have in place prior to the election. This is for any complaints that may come as a result of the election. Last year, we did have to form our group and we did hold an audit committee in the city of Elliott Lake. So this is something that is required, and we've always been able to partner with our surrounding municipalities to help formulate a board for this.
Okay. Any comments, questions, Stephen?
Thanks, Chair Summers. I noticed that it says that the members of the committee cannot be employees of the local board. And you are going to have 4 people on the committee. So I'm assuming that if there's a complaint regarding Elliott Lake, the member from Elliott Lake would not sit at that meeting. It would be, the committee would consist of the other 3 people.
So how that works is, yes, the other 3 would be part of the panel, and the clerk from the city of Elliott Lake, if that's where the complaint is the secretary. They would be the secretary for the board.
Okay. Any other comments, questions? Okay, so I'll have moved by Stephen, seconded by Sally, whereas each municipal council must appoint a compliance audit committee to receive and process any election finance complaints which may result from the 2022 municipal election. Therefore, be it resolved that council approve the joint municipal election compliance audit committee partnership with the city of Elliott Lake, the township of the North Shore, and the township of Spanish. All in favor? In favor?
In
Yes.
favor.
Okay, and that's carried. All right, and we go to 7.2, the driver's abstract. Abstract policy. I'll send it over to you, Katie.
So this is something that is required under our CVOR, And I can turn it over to Mr. Raymond to comment further on this.
Okay.
Screen's looking going here. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
All right, so the CVOR is a license that we carry for everybody that drives our vehicles that have the yellow stickers. And you have to have the CVOR course to drive the actual vehicles and they're pulling trailers and everything. The driver's abstract is a mandatory file we have to do at least once a year, and they recommend quarterly. So what it does is that you're checking to make sure that there were no tickets issued on our vehicles. So say I got a ticket with the fire truck, I pay the ticket and I don't tell the town, well, that still applies to our CVOR, and we'll get this points reduction that we don't know is coming. So this will make sure that everybody's licenses are up to date, and it has to be kept in their files.
Okay. Is this new, Ken? Or have we?
No, it's
No?
been there. We're just updating. Because everybody had the course and it came due, we're all redoing it right now. But we didn't
Okay.
have this policy in place for us to actually do the driver's abstracts. We have been doing them, but we're just covering our bases.
Oh,
here.
okay.
Make sure everybody
Okay.
signs off that we're doing them.
Okay. Oh, Katie?
And
And,
further,
and through you, Madam Chair, to Ken, this was a situation that we had with a public works employee when they had a suspension, correct?
That I don't know about. All I know is that this is the course I just took and everybody else is taking. I took the online one, and this is what is needed in the driver's files, as well as their driver's license, a copy of their driver's license, proof of
Okay.
training, all of this stuff. It's just
Okay.
mandatory. It's just something we do every 5 years, I believe.
Okay. And Katie has her hand up?
yeah, and further to this, this was some of the housekeeping that's been going on at Public Works and cleaning up some of our processes and
Okay.
ensuring that we're compliant. And the best way to do that is to make sure that everyone is properly trained through the courses, and that the management team is fully aware as well. So the managers are also taking this. So Ms. Bittner will be taking it because some of our trucks at Parks and Rec also have the seal, the sticker. So we just want to make sure that everybody knows what should be done so that we're ensuring we're fully compliant, because it is ultimately it's my name on the license, and I want to make sure that everybody's following the rules and
Right.
ensuring that the municipality isn't getting any fines for this. So
Right. All right, Stephen?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I have two questions, actually. First of all, are all municipal vehicles, do they all have this yellow sticker, or does it only apply to certain vehicles? Ken, I was unclear about that.
No, it doesn't. It's all of the large equipment, fire trucks, all of the dump trucks, all of that kind of equipment has it. Some of the half tons will have it because they need it if they're pulling a trailer.
Mhm.
And some of them don't have it that aren't pulling trailers. So there is about I believe there's about half of the half tons that have it and half that don't.
Okay. And my second question is that when we ask for the reports, the municipality would pay for the cost of the reports. How much is the cost, and would you ask for a report on all drivers, or how does that work?
I believe it's under $20. You can do them online. I don't know how old my book is, but it says $12 for each one that you can do. And every driver that we have will be going through the driver's abstract. Even the firefighters, they'll have a driver's abstract done on them also. So you can do it two ways. You can go to the MTO office, or you can do them online.
Go ahead, Steve.
Sorry, thank you, Chair Summers. I thought of another question. Is your intent to do this every like quarterly or annually, or do you have a plan there? Or
I'd like to see it, we do it on a rotation. So maybe we do half of the employees and this month, and then in 3 months, we do the other half of the employees, and then the other half, again, every 6 months, you'd be getting a CVOR done on half of the employees at a time, or we can do them all in one shot. We can do them by Public Works, and then we can do Parks, or we can do Fire Department. But we should be doing them at least once a year, but I suggest we do them at least twice.
Should we have a policy with regard to that, or should that be in the policy so that in the future it's not overlooked?
I see Katie's hand is up.
So through you, Madam Chair, this will be done on a process of, first we'll look doing it annually, and then we'll look at doing it biannually based on the budget. However, this will be part of our procedures. So it won't be in a policy, but it'll be part of our procedures. So our working operational procedures.
Okay.
We've already implemented one for Public Works, and I've requested that all of the other departments do the same, and then report to Mr. Raymond with the requirement to have them done.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay, that's good. We're good then? So I'll have moved by Sally, seconded by Stephen, be it resolved that the Corporate Services Committee recommends that council adopt the driver's abstract policy as presented. All in favor?
In favor.
In favor.
Okay, and that's carried. And then 7.3, the wellness report. Were there any questions on that? That was just for information, I'm guessing, Katie?
Yes.
So that was very interesting. It was nice to see, actually. Any comments from anyone else?
Yeah, just to say, it's nice to see the employees are taking advantage of it.
Okay,
Yeah, I just had, would request for our next corporate services meeting, if we can just review the wellness policy. We had an employee leave mid-year, and I thought that there should be a clause maybe to update the policy to say in the event that an employee leaves halfway through their tenure, that they're not entitled to the other half of the wellness initiative, that sort of thing.
go ahead, Katie. I was gonna say, would that be an issue? I don't.
Yes, so that it may be difficult to put into place, but we can certainly look and explore some ideas. It may be that we split it and you have to use part of it by a certain time and then the other part by the remainder of the year, because it may be difficult, because if I have no intention on leaving the municipality and I use it all in January, would I then have to pay it back? Or do we want to put that clause in there? I guess I'm looking for some direction of how you might want to see it.
That's how I've seen it. Sorry, through you, Madam Chair, I can't see you to put my hand up.
Oh, that's good.
That's how I have seen it in other jurisdictions, is that, with the understanding, if the employee has received 100% of their wellness initiative and they choose to leave the organization at 6 months, that 50% would be paid back.
Or maybe whatever amount would be owing if it was.
Yeah.
Like, if they were 3/4 through
they
the year.
used it all in January and they left in March, then 3/4 would be paid back, sort of thing.
Mhm.
Could do it on a quarterly or monthly basis, depending on how it works out per month.
Mhm. What do you think about that, Katie?
That might work. I guess maybe Sue, do you have any comments on that from your end, since you're processing them in your department? Do you see or have recommendations on that?
I don't at this time, but I think it's something as a management team we could get together and discuss and see if we can find something that might work and we can bring back to the committee.
Maybe similar to the way we prorate the flex days, the 5 days, something like
Yeah,
that.
that's
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Stephen?
Yeah, thanks, Chair Summers. My thought is that you don't want to make it too complicated. You don't want to make it a difficult thing to administer. So had to find a simple way to do it.
Mhm. But on the same
Yeah.
token, I'm sure there probably wouldn't be that many employees that you would have to be dealing with over this, I would think. Maybe I'm wrong, but it could be probably a simple just equation as to how much they would have to pay back. But I mean, certainly you would want to recoup some of it, right? It's not really fair that they would spend it all, especially, 2 months later they leave.
Mhm. Yeah, and
Well, also if the employees know that it is part of the policy that this is, something they too will be more cognizant about how they're spending, their wellness events. It seems in today's environment, there's a lot of people that are jumping ship to other positions. And so I just think from the organization standpoint and from the taxpayer standpoint, we just want to be showing due diligence in that regard.
Mhm. Okay, so that sounds like an idea then that Sue recommended the managers get together and discuss it and then just bring it back to us. Does that work for you guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. All right, then 7.4, the tax receivables for June 2022, and I'll put it through to the treasurer.
Thank you, Madam Chair. So just your regular monthly update. We are continuing to make progress on our taxes receivable. We will be preparing another bunch of files to go to RealTax to start the collection process. We've had a bunch of final notices that are just going out this week as well. So on some other files that we had previously sent. So we're still working on it, making progress. So
Yeah,
keep
looks
at it.
good. Looks good. Any other comments? No. All right, then 7.5, the water receivable for June 2022. Oops.
Yeah, so similarly, we are continuing to work on the water receivables. We did, as I said in the report, we had 33 final notices that went out at the end of June. We did 11 disconnect notices and we actually shut the water off at 5. And most of those have now been paid or have payment arrangements in place. So
it's working.
it's working, and yes, the numbers are coming down, as you can see from the report. Wrong one, this one. Our actual receivables in June. So the June number doesn't include the second quarter billing. It hasn't been posted yet. So that is just the balance that's receivable. So we're down to $50,000 in water receivable.
Yeah, it's very
So
good.
we've made significant progress on that.
Oh.
We will keep at it.
Okay, and Katie, I see your hand up.
yeah, I just want to commend Sue and her team for all of the work they've been doing. We've really been making a lot of progress and it's really nice to see these agreements coming in. So
Mhm.
thank you to Sue, Kim, and Rachel for getting these going.
Yeah, good job.
I would
Oh,
echo those sentiments. It's really a positive change in the report for sure.
And Stephen had his hand
Yeah,
up as well.
same comment. Thank you, Chair Summers. When I look back to June of 2018 and compare that to June 2022, significant progress.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah, for sure. Good to see that. All right. So we don't have any correspondence and no addendum. So we can move to adjourn.
I just have,
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Katie.
I
Sure.
neglected to say Denise because Denise is doing a lot of work on the taxes as well. So I just want to make
Yes.
sure that we have Denise in there as well. So,
Okay.
they've
Oh.
all been pulling together to make sure that these all come out. So I'm
Mhm.
happy with the team and the work they've done.
And Sue, I see your hand as well.
Yeah, I just wanted to make a comment. Normally I would have a financial budget
Oh.
committee meeting. So I just didn't want you to think I'd forgotten.
Oh, okay.
But we will do the June financial update as part of the budget committee meeting.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, so if we're good to adjourn? Yes? All right, moved by Stephen, seconded by Sally, that we adjourn the meeting at 10:52. We're all in favor?
In favor.
Thank you
favor.
very much. Have a great day, guys, and we'll